For the very first time ever, Presto Plug is on a today's special price, and that's exactly what you see right there. You see how convenient? See how convenient those plugs are? Do you have outlets in your home that are that convenient? I'll tell you, I don't. Mine are all underneath the desk, behind the couch, behind the bed. Now, you're gonna have an outlet that has two 3-prong outlets, that has two USBs, that has a shelf on top wherever you want it, times 2. This is how you do it. It is a long 4-foot cord on here. You take the cord, you plug it into the existing outlet, and then you run that 4-foot cord wherever you need it. If it's at your office desk, it's right there within reach, right? If it's at your workshop, right, instead of getting down and plugging things underneath, it's right up there where you need it. If it's in the living room and you gotta plug that lamp in, well, you could even hide this up underneath something and plug it in there. If you've ever thought about moving an outlet and thought about how expensive that is, have you ever asked someone, an electrician, to come in, can you move this outlet? It's incredibly expensive. Now you can do it times 2 for $29.99. A couple of things I want you to think about. We were just talking about coming into the holidays and plugging a lot of things in, putting things around our home. Get it now before you get to the holidays. Also, if you've got someone going off to college, when you think about that, all of the things they need to plug in, they're charging a bunch of things. Maybe they have a printer that they need in their dorm room. Where are those plugs? You have no idea. They're probably down and behind the bed as well. Get one for that college student as well. Great way to put that plug right where you need it. Again, times 2, $29.99 here. We're gonna show you exactly how this works, whether it's 3-prong, whether it's USB, and your shelf on top. Many uses here. Our guest today, he's been bringing us the most innovative, always the most innovative items, right? That makes you go, yeah, that's what I need. But you, for here at HSN for 30 plus years, Mr. Home Expert, Mr. Innovation, Lou Caputo.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Wow, great introduction. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
This is one of those products that I love selling because I actually use it all the time.
Yeah, right.
I mean, every single day we're using these in our home, in our office, because what this allows you to do is take any outlet you have and move it 4 feet away. Up, down, sideways, wherever you want to put it, you can do that with this. Let me give you a real quick tour of these, okay? Remember, you're getting 2 of them when you buy these today, okay? The Presto Plug has 2 grounded outlets on the front right here, okay? Now, because they're grounded, all your 3-prong appliances are going to work in these, okay? So that's a great feature to have. The other thing that's on here on the side is you've got 2 USB chargers built in, okay? Now, Ty, my last cell phone, which I paid an exorbitant amount of money for, did not come with a charging brick.
No, they don't.
Did not come with a charging brick.
What is that?
These, if you buy them separately, these little charging bricks can cost $5 to $10 a piece, depending on how big they are and what you're getting. But I want you to think about that. You're getting 4 of those with these. So that's $20 right there just to get the 4. Even if I go on the low side and say they're $5 a piece. On the back of this, you've got that 3M tape right there, okay? That 3M tape is the good stuff. It's the whole back too. So when you peel this off, it'll stick to anything. We're talking about metal wood. We're talking, you know, painted plaster. I mean, all kinds of things. You don't have to worry about that. Now, it has a shelf on top. So when you're charging your cell phone or tablet, you can just rest it on there.
I love that.
So it's not going to take up counter space. And the last couple of things I want to show you have to do with the cord. Because you think like, what's the big deal with the cord? The big deal with the cord is this. It's wafer thin. This cord is flat, okay? So when it's on the ground, it's gonna virtually disappear, and you can press it up against the wall if you decide that you're gonna go vertical and paint it, and I'll show you that in just a second. Last thing, the cord itself, okay, the plug itself, I should say. Notice how it goes off to an angle on one side. The reason for that is it doesn't block your existing outlet, okay? You don't want it to do that. Now, you're getting 2 of them, as we mentioned, but I wanna show you a practical application. So we've got a plug right here, and this is a hot outlet that's right here on this side. And then way down here, we've got a lamp. Yeah, see, we had to widen out because it's way down here. The lamp, the cord on this lamp, in no way is going to reach that outlet. So what are we gonna do? Well, what we're gonna do, Ty, is we're gonna relocate our outlet. I'm gonna give you this end. I'm gonna ask you to plug that in for me.
He just said relocate your outlet. Yes, that's what we're talking about, relocate. And again, look, you're not, so really you're gaining, right? You're getting 2 there, USB, but look, you're not losing this one, so you could still
I'm trying to do this level, so I'm trying to like guess.
Look at that. No, you're good at this.
Am
You
I
got
good?
it.
Am I
You
good?
got it. Look, the,
whoa, 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 whoa.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go. You know what?
Right
if it's
there.
not level, we'll blame it on the room. We'll
That's
say the
right.
whole room is
Last
crooked.
night I said it was the cameras.
Not
the cameras weren't level.
Okay, so what you're doing right now, I do want to point out, there's no drilling.
No drilling.
We're not drilling into the wall.
We're not cutting, not just drilling. cutting a hole in the drywall to put in a new outlet.
That's
I don't know how comfortable you and Omar with that. I'd rather avoid it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that plug, I'm gonna plug it in here, just like that, boom.
Bling.
The light came on, okay? Just that easy. We've relocated this outlet and made it a practical thing that we can use. Now, watch this though. I have a cell phone here, and what I'm gonna do is take my cell phone, because remember, I don't get a charging brick anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna plug the cell phone into one of the 2 USB outlets that are on there.
And not put it on the floor.
Not put it on the floor. Here, let me, this is not my phone, and there's all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, now you're just,
Now I'm just showing off.
Now you're just seeing who's on there. But yeah,
Okay.
do you put your phone, do your kids put
Check
their
it out.
phone on the floor?
Look how cool that, oh my gosh, you know what? I've done that. We put the phone on the floor because the closest outlet is not by a table. I put it on the floor and then try to remember that it's there so I don't step on my phone.
No, right. Or you
This
put
is
it
bad.
up, I put it on the kitchen counter and all of a sudden, you know, I like to, when I cook, I'm spilling stuff. All of a sudden now my phone is soaking wet. How did that happen? So look, right next to your bed, right next to where you like to sit and look at your tablet, like to read your book. We're talking wood, tile, drywall,
metal,
no drilling, no hiring, no wiring, all the things that like you're trying to get an electrician in here and say, how can I make this more convenient? This is how you make it more convenient.
Right.
$29.99, you're getting 2 of them. Okay, let's travel.
Now come on over here, Ty.
Let's go look. I'm gonna
show you. So the reason that we came up with a 2-pack,
okay,
because we realized that most people were buying 2 of these. And why? Because whenever they built our houses, right, they decided that the plug needed to go in the middle of the bed. It always is. Behind the wall, in the middle of the bed.
It is.
Behind the couch. You know this is true, right? So we gave you a 2-pack so that there would be no fighting. So that both sides would have that 4-foot reach. So if you notice on Ty's side over there, he's got an Arctic air cooler sitting there plugged into the...
Could I sleep hot, Lou?
Yeah, you sleep hot.
Yeah.
Now, I sleep cold, so on my side I've got a handy heater on this side plugged in, plus a cell phone that's charging over here. But the thing is that even though I've got these 2 things plugged in here, I've got an extra 3-pound outlet. Oh, I didn't even plug my phone in. I can plug my phone in right now. So here we go.
So remember, USB on there as well.
So that's charging now. Now, notice something else I did here, Ty, just because I want to show you don't have to have it sitting on top. I mounted one to the wall where it's actually more convenient and it saves you the space on your bedside table. You could also mount it to the side. You can mount it to the back of the the headboard. There's a lot of ways you can use this with that tape. That's the cool thing about this is it doesn't have to be the wall. It could be under furniture, anywhere you want to put it.
Yeah, if you kind of wanted to hide it too, right? If you just need to move it and you kind of want to hide it a little bit, you can do that as well. It's that easy. You're going to stick it to the wall. Remember, I want to remind you because when you're looking at your screen, you're seeing 2 3-prong outlets. Yes and yes. But also USB. Are you charging your phone? Are you charging your tablet? Charging your AirPods? What about your kids' room? I gotta grab this for my kids, right? You know, I have twin boys, so perfect, 1 for each. They sit at their desk and they get under their desk. We run ugly power strips and things down there. Anytime they need to switch out something, they're getting underneath their desk. It's inconvenient. This would be perfect. I'm gonna plug it in, run it up. As you're sitting at your desk, you're gonna go, plug, you're gonna go unplug, you're gonna go plug, everything's gonna be right there. $29.99 for a 2-pack.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, okay.
Isn't this cool?
Yes.
So this is the one, I'm really jazzed about this because I've been through this before where I've mounted a TV and then you come up with that conundrum. Do I just run an extension cord down to the plug or do I just let the wires dangle or am I gonna try to cut a hole in the drywall and move the outlet itself? What we've done here is we took the Presto Plug and notice it's not taking up both outlets, okay? So you've got that bottom outlet that's still usable so you don't actually lose an outlet. Then what we did is we just took some glue dots, all right, double-sided tape, and went up the wall here. So you could see how flat this is. We painted it to match the wall. And from a distance, like from this long shot here, it looks like it's not there. It blends in, but I want to show you the secret. Right behind this, look what we got. There is the Presto Plug living on the wall behind this, giving us our power. And you know what's cool about that too, is a lot of devices now use USB power. Okay,
they do.
So you've got USB plugs, power plugs on here as well, in addition to the 3-prong outlets.
You're right.
But you know what? For a smart TV, if it's just working off your internet in the house and you're not going to hook up a DVD player or anything like that to it, this is clean.
Because what you would have to do is run, which is normally a black cord.
Yes.
It's a black cord that runs all the way down your wall. And then you go out and you buy these things to cover
and they're not flat.
Black cord. Then they're not flat.
Look how perfectly flat that is.
I've tried all of those things and they never look great. This was designed
Isn't that amazing?
just for this. This is great. This is really...
But I'm going to show you another one that I guarantee you people at home are going to be like, oh yeah, this is me. Come on over here. We're going to walk over to the couch over here. People, we're walking. Now, Tom, I'm going to have you sit here with the laptop.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to sit here with the iPad, because here's what happens, all right? You get home after a long, hard day at work. Yep. You know, you have dinner, you sit down on TV, and you're like, all right, I'm going to watch TV and simultaneously scroll through my social media, okay? Yep. So you get there, you pick up your tablet, it's dead. Every time.
Right, yeah, be like, oh.
Your laptop, you want to do a little work sitting on the couch?
Right.
It's dead.
No, right. You're like, I just want to sit here. Yeah. I want to kick my feet up right here. But then when you're done, watch this. Here we go. Dead.
Look how dead. However, in Ty's case, what we did is we actually ran a Presto plug underneath the couch. Okay, cool. Because it's got that flat cord, so Ty now has power right at his feet where he can just drop it right in there. Look. Right? That's so easy to do. Now, in my case, I've got one sitting here on the little table that's next to me, so I can actually sit here simultaneously charging it and using my tablet at the same time. But here's the cool thing. I can mount this. Right now, I've got it sitting up here so you folks at home can see it, but I could mount it to the side. I could put it upside down and underneath the table, plug it in that way. And you know why this is so cool, though, dude? Is because of this. This cord is only 2 feet long, okay? Where's that gonna go? There's no outlet within 2 feet of a couch in the middle of the room like this.
Right.
You add on the 4 feet, though, that you're getting today on your Presto plug, now we got 6 feet.
There you go. Right. If your tablet, if your laptop, if your phone that you like to scroll on, social media, work on, if it's not fully charged, you're not sitting in your favorite spot. Now remember, you're getting 2. I cannot stress that enough. You're getting 2 because you're going to find so many places that you want to use these, right? You're going to find so many places. You're going to say, yep, I need that in my workstation, right, out in the garage. Oh, yeah, I need that in my home office, in my crafting room. Oh, now the kids want one. Oh, now I need that where I relax. I need one in the kitchen. You're getting 2, $29.99. One of the reasons why we're over 12,000 sold today is because many of you are not only picking up the 1 set of 2, but you've decided, you know what? I'm going to pick up 2 sets. Maybe I'm going to gift a set. I'm going to give them to my kids. I'm going to use a couple at this price. I want you to think about all the places you could use it.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned your favorite place, and so now we're at mine.
Yes, here we are.
Now, I want you to see something. Now, this just happens to be the home bar. I'm not just kidding. It's not really my favorite place. But this is a home bar. But in your kitchen, if you wanted to plug in some power, plug in appliances, we didn't have any put in our backsplash when it was redone. Right. But here's what we did. Check this out. Sitting right up here, we've got a Presto plug upside down, hanging there. You can't even see the cord. We ran it along the bottom of the cabinet.
How did you do? Oh,
isn't that, see it? It goes all the way in the back and it goes down the side, so you can't even see it. But look how cool that is. And it's on. So we actually have the blender working as well using this here. And that gives me, what, 2 outlets there, plus this, because let's face it, at the end of the day, counter space is at a premium. I don't care how big your kitchen is.
Right, yeah, for sure.
This is a great way to add power to your kitchen cabinets.
This is cool. Okay, for one, from across the room there, I didn't even see this. I didn't know. Lou's like, let's go over to the bar. I'm like, Lou,
why?
Not now. We have a presentation to do, Lou. But look, okay, right now though, I want to point out something. You can see it right now, but you know what? You could even probably in a lot of our cabinets, there's that little lip. You could probably really
completely hide it.
You could.
See, my cabinets at home were like that, where I've got that little lip that comes down, so I could easily do that if I wanted to on mine.
Slick.
But there are some where like that one, you're going to see it, but it's such a low profile. It doesn't bother me.
That is so slick. Okay, so the way you're putting it on the wall, you're not cutting into your wall. You're not drilling. You're using the 3M tape that you see right there. That's how you do it.
How cool is that?
On that drywall. Maybe where you wanted to put it was tile. Maybe where you wanted to put it was wood. And you're like, I can't drill into this. Now you can. In the bathroom, we don't want to drill into any of that. Your backsplash, you're not gonna destroy any of that. Now you're gonna be able to put it up. It is a 4-foot cord. So just to start back at the top, if you're joining us right here, I want you to think about something. Which outlet in your home, and it may be all of them, that are inconvenient. And if you could put that outlet somewhere else, where would you put it? Well, now you're going to. Yeah. Now you're $29.99 for 2. It's Presto Plug. You're going to plug it in, put it where you want it, and presto, it's more convenient. It's more convenient.
You got another outlet. Well, and here's the thing. Like, when my house was built, it was in the 1950s, okay? We didn't have laptops. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have tablets. We didn't have earbuds. We're lucky we had electricity back then, okay? So here's the thing. Nowadays, you have so many devices to plug in. They didn't walk around the room and go, we're going to need 8 outlets in here.
That's true.
That's not, and not only that, they didn't think about where the outlets needed to be. I mean, like, at best, in a kitchen, what'd you have? A coffee maker and a toaster. Boop. That was it,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Nowadays, Instapot, air fryer, got that coffee maker, maybe you got a cappuccino maker, a lot of things.
Yes, right. I mean, I say all the time in the bathroom, I'm plugging in my toothbrush now. Like, who thought of that in the 1950s? Like, they may need to plug in their toothbrush.
Well, this is passé.
Right. No, we're all doing it now, right? So not only do you need the outlets and USB, again, that's another thing that was probably not thought of. Like, well, there's going to be a USB, right? There's no USBs in our home, so you're getting the USBs. You see the 3M tape. You see the 3-prong outlet, and now I want you to times everything times 2, because you're getting 2 of these, $29.99 today. This is the very first time we've ever had Presto Plug on a today's special price. And you know, I said earlier, a couple of things I'm thinking of.
Yep.
I'm thinking of decorating for the holiday season. Those plugs are never in the right place. I'm bringing out ugly extension cords, and all this stuff that doesn't work. I'm gonna put that wherever I want it. Another thing, if you're sending a student off to college, those dorm rooms are ill-equipped.
No, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that. Because going back to the thing I said about my house being built in the 50s, yeah, the dorm I was in college was even before that.
The 1850s.
Yeah, the 1850s, and they're still using it today.
Yes, they are.
So I know that there are students there who have their laptops, their cell phones, their earbuds, all the things that they want to plug in. If I remember correctly, I had one plug and my roommate had one plug. That's all we had in the room, okay? So now with your Presto Plug, you're adding outlets and you're moving them to where you want them, especially if you've got bunk beds, because they never have a plug for that second bunk bed on top. This way you can take it from that plug, go 4 feet up, and now the kid who's on top is going to have a plug too. Ty, let's take a little trip down memory lane though, because back in the olden times, we used to use these, okay? With this big round cord that you couldn't possibly put underneath anything. And I'm not putting this on my bedside table and certainly not in the living room, okay? Because this is just kind of ugly. Then somebody said, hey, let's make something fun and colorful. So they came up with one of these things. And mind you, all these things work perfectly well, but here's the problem. Again, not going in the living room, not going on my bedside table. And this color, I don't know anybody who's got this color in the house.
I mean,
so,
I might try to put it on my bedside table. My wife would not let me.
No, she would not. She would not. I mean, maybe around the lamp, or I don't know.
She'd be like, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. And then you got something like this, which actually works really well, but it's really big. So it's going to take up a ton of space. And, you know, with all the ports and everything on here, this is better suited to a workshop, in my opinion, maybe a garage. I'm not using this in the house. The Presto Plug is a form factor, Ty, that we know, okay?
That's a good point.
Everybody knows this.
The look of this, right?
Yeah,
it looks
it blends.
just like someone's going to walk into your home and they're going to see this right where you need it, right? And they're going to go, how did you get the home builder to put that there? How did you get, how much money did you pay for an electrician to come in and move that outlet? They're gonna say, I always thought about it, but it's expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive, and now you get 2 of them for $30. That's the value that I want you to think about right now. The value I want you to think about is how much would it cost to move that outlet? Well, today you can move 2 outlets for $30.
Speaking of how much that would cost, I can tell you because I had it priced. If it's a brand new home, new construction, right, and you tell them ahead of time, each outlet's going to cost $75 to $100 to have one put in, okay?
Jeez.
Now, if it's a house that's existing, and I'm talking about specifically floor plugs, okay, like we were doing over at the couch over there, all right? If you wanted to put a plug on the floor, in that case, you're looking at $750 to $1,000 per plug. So it's a lot of money. Or you could just take the Presto Plug and do what we did there and run it under the couch. In my office, I got one of those plastic mats on the floor for my office chair, so on the carpeting, I can roll it around. Now, my desk is sitting in the middle of the room. My desk happens to be Jay King's old desk from when he used to do it in my studio. Yeah,
cool.
So I've got his desk there. It's awesome, but it doesn't have any outlets near it. So what I did was I ran one from behind me under that plastic mat, because it does have that flat cord, and I've got power now right by the leg of the desk to put in my laptop or anything else that I want to charge. Now, why do we give you 2 in this set? Because of this scenario right here in your bedroom, all right? You've got one for each person either side of the bed off of one plug in the back. And we've got 4 outlets off of that now, plus 4 USB chargers.
So if you are plugging in your phone, a lot of us do it, right? We go to bed, last thing we do is plug in our phone, right? Or you have to charge up your watch or your AirPods, whatever you're charging up. You're gonna be able to do that because there are 2 USBs. There are also 2 of the 3-prong outlets. And that right there, I'd put my phone on that little shelf as well, right there.
Cool?
So now I can see it. Now I'm not reaching and grabbing, I'm not knocking it off. And look right there, you can just set it up on the shelf right there.
And just let it sit there if you want to.
And just put it, so you can relocate the one. Well, I think we all have that one that is right behind the bed. We all have that one that's under the
behind
desk.
the couch.
The one that's behind the couch.
Makes me crazy.
They were like, hey, a couch is gonna go here, put the outlet there. And it's like, that's difficult for me. I can't plug anything in. So we're relocating.
Well, let's go back.
Let's go.
Let's go back to the kitchen over here just for a quick second, because we do have this blender plugged in here by the bar. But you know, if you think about it, in my kitchen, what I've noticed that we started doing before we got our Presto Plugs was that we were playing musical appliances. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, what do we need to use right now? The Instapot? Okay, move this out of the way, put the Instapot by the plug. You know what I mean? So you're constantly moving stuff around, all right? Now you don't have to. You can put your Presto Plug where you need it. And if you think about it, at the end of the day, it's not causing any clutter on the counter. The plugs are actually going, you know, the wires are going straight up into that. So there's nothing that's going to get caught on anything down here, and it gives you that 3-prong grounded outlet, 2 of them where you want them. And then if I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to, while I'm making my frozen margs here, I'm going to also charge my cell phone. Boom, boom, got 2 USB outlets.
And just have it right there. Okay, things are moving very quickly here, as you can imagine. I'm being told that many of you are ordering multiple sets, because I think what happens is we think, yeah, that's going to be great in the bathroom, that's going to be great in the kitchen. My kids need one. I'm going to send one off to my daughter going off to college there. Like, all of these things you're thinking about. Also, get ahead now. We're coming into the season. We're going to start talking about decorating a lot. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Get them now. Start ahead. Get that. And maybe you're not going to plug them in right away, but then all of a sudden, you're going to start charging more items. You're going to need more plugs. You're going to start putting up lights. And then you have them. $29.99. You have them on a today's special price, and you have them from a 2-pack today. 076-451. That is your item number to pick up. The best value of the day. Lou.
Hi.
Good to see you.
You as well.
At 2.
Lou at 2. I worked for Tina this morning as well.
I know, I heard about that.
Tina 2.
I wasn't here. When are you back on again? 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock.
Okay, Lou will be back on at 4 o'clock. Make sure you grab yours here. Okay, but we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to continue our home clearance day here.